Okay. So there might have been a problem right there. Shit. Okay, so now apparently I gotta go live on 2 places at one time, even though it's whatever. Alright, so, um well, all of that was just missed, but doesn't really matter. You're having problems, technical problems anyways. So this might be a little bit of a short video. Thank you for all for coming tonight. I'm doing this spiel again because we're apparently just not going live. Hope everybody's having a good day. Hope everybody's having a good night so far. This is the Bear Thought podcast. Today we have Corvo Ninja and myself. Hope y'all are here to have some good time, have a good day. Corvo, no one heard anything. We had a conversation because apparently I had to press go live on my OBS and go live on YouTube now. I don't remember doing it before.
You didn't do that last time.
Yeah, apparently now if I schedule it like that, I had to make sure I press the go live YouTube button and on the OBS. So yay! And if we look a little weird, you can pretty much just drop the green screen now. Let me just be honest with you. Because it doesn't really matter at this point. It's just Corvo is on the road right now. He is going down to somewhere, and now that you can actually talk, you're not actually be really interrupted or otherwise. My other stream is gonna be delayed. I'm gonna just say right now because we're sure we got lots of stuff to talk about.
Yep. So basically, I'm traveling to fulfill a wish to my grandfather who has an ailment and he's been fighting it for a few years and he has decided he's not doing the fighting no more. He's done with all that. He's just going to let it do whatever it's going to do and he's going to last as long as he can last. One of the things he asked Stealthy and I to do was to bring him a milkshake from a place that is about 4 hours away from where we live. You can only get this shake there.
What's so
So
special about it? Let me just ask that question.
it comes from a special place.
Yeah, I get
Um,
that.
and it's what they call a 5 times chocolate shake.
5 times chocolate
Yeah,
shake.
so there's 5 different chocolates in this shake.
5 different chocolates in 1 milkshake.
Yes,
And you can only get it from this
and
one place 5 hours, 4
yeah,
hours away, sorry.
and I've had them regularly when I'm down visiting in this location. I think he had one time when traveling with us, and has always wanted another one since then. But he's not able to travel anymore, so we're gonna do the best we can to go down there and get him one and bring it back.
Okay, so
Um,
this
some
is gonna
people might
be
think that's extreme, but
well, yeah, but it's still like it's a man's last wish, pretty much like if a man was dying in prison and they would go, "What's your last meal you want to have before you pass away?" Kind of moment. He's not in prison, but he's trapped in his own body, and he wants one nice thing before he goes, and
absolutely.
that is very near and dear to anybody's heart. Like if I don't know from myself particularly, I would like, man, I know what I would want to eat my last day of being here. Will probably be like, I want some let me think. What's that Japanese meat? Which that really like tender Japanese meat I never had before, but I would like to have it with shubi, wasabi, dang it. Does anybody know? Leave in the comments below. The Japanese meat that's supposed to be like the most tenderest of melting meat in the world. Um, I would like to try that just one time before I die. That would be great. But I doubt
Yep.
anybody's gonna go fly to Japan, give me some, fly back, go through ordinance, get approved, and then come give it to me and serve it correctly. That might be a bit of a challenge, serving correctly, because you can't just like slap it on the grill and go, done, here we go. Like there's a specific way you have to serve this meat, and also it's not cheap. So uh that would be mine.
The good stuff in life is never cheap.
No, 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 it isn't. And so is work as never cheap. Either you always have to pay and suffer in some way. So how's your work going? Also, your camera, I have to say, is doing great. What kind of camera is this again? One more time. What kind of camera is this? Like, it
This
looks
is
great.
a this is a Logitech 920C.
Okay, so you have the C version. Okay.
Yeah, this is the 920C. It's got the 1080p HD,
Yeah.
so it's fairly decent, and
I
it's not too terribly expensive.
is it the okay? Is it the C920 or the? Because I see a C920, not a 920C.
Or it may be they may have put the C in front of it.
Okay,
On
because
the box, the C follows the 920, but I think on the webpage the C precedes the 920.
okay, because I found it. Yeah, this is the camera I used to use all the time. Actually, um, it's not the C90. Is it okay? There's also a pro version apparently, or at least that's what I'm understanding. There might be a pro version. So either you have the non-pro or you have the pro version. Either way, it's
Yeah,
it's
y-
great.
yeah,
So
we buy all pro, so it is a pro.
okay, it's just so weird to let the be knowing where you work. Well, I don't know where you work at, but just know like how they do their stuff. Like, okay, well, we're done with this now. Anybody wants it? You're like the kid, the person out in the crowd going, me. You're just waiting your hands up. You're just hoping the person gonna throw it at you. Like, come on, right here, aim for the face. I don't care.
Yep.
Just
Well,
right here.
usually what it boils down to with electronics for us is after they're past a certain point, age-wise, they end up going to the electronics disposal. Um, because of my field and because of what I do, sometimes that gives me latitude to say, "Well, we were gonna destroy it anyway, so how about letting me keep it?" You know?
Yeah, I'd much rather someone recycle the product than somebody just like, you know what, just y'all eat that shit out of here. I don't want it, and then just let nature deal with this. Like, no, I can use it and actually use it rather than bring it to some landfill, most likely, or for someone else to take it and probably just like, oh, I got this. Let me just turn around and try to sell this now. That's like, you got it for free. I get thrift stores, I do, but I like thrift stores that normally do like, okay, with our money, we normally do give a good portion of the money to a charity or to armies, army plus people in need or special people in need. I like that kind of stuff, but I
Right,
don't like the ones that are like, okay, well, I'm just selling the stuff you gave to me for free, for my own personal gain. Like, I don't really
right.
always appreciate that kind of stuff. Well, how's your work been going for you, by the way? I never like. Did you go to college for your work? Let's just say that. Did you go to college for your job?
Yes, I did. I,
Okay.
so if we were gonna talk about college, I'll give you background. Before I did IT work, I was an industrial electrician. I spent years in college for that, and then I blew out my knee, pulling commercial lines for some industrial sites.
Yeah.
And the doctor pretty much told me, hey, you can continue to do what you're doing, but if you do within 2 years, I'm going to be replacing that knee, not repairing.
Gotcha. Okay. So, have you been
So
able to like strengthen that knee yet,
yeah,
or
yeah, they did some surgery to repair the damage that I did to it, and then I've gotten it back to where I can run and all that good stuff on it. But I didn't want to go through a knee replacement, so I went back to college and I took 2 associate degree courses at the same time while I worked there. So one course was for networking and security, and the other was for computer information specialist.
okay? So
So
it's a lot of. Do you ever do it in coding, or is it um, just a?
no, I do some coding. I spend some time looking at some C sharp and some Java, and I've spent a little time digging into some web page, some HTML and stuff like that.
Okay, because I have as some of y'all know, Lord Pestilence, he's one of the people that actually in my channel. He does a little bit of coding himself. And Ronan or he's also getting into coding himself. So I got three people that know how to code. God, I need to get you three people in here and help me do maybe some tools for for stream someday. Anyways, so that would be interesting. Um, well, that's pretty cool. So now, okay, I have to bring this up because um you brought up the other day, so let's just bring it up on here because I think it's a pretty interesting story about how you and Stealthy met while at college. Uh, that is always
uh,
a interesting one. Now, for those who don't understand this, Stealthy Elf Jade is the wife. She is the shoulder blade that you're seeing right now, and the blue jean jacket. And they met while at college, and apparently it was a
yes.
rough ride for old Corvo here.
Yep. So the first time I noticed Miss Stealthy, I noticed she was at a vending machine trying to purchase a Mountain Dew, to which she had no luck purchasing. So she goes back to the break room table, sits down with her books, goes back to studying. Well, me, I was like, hey, this is a good opportunity to work my way in and have a little conversation with her. So I go and buy a Mountain Dew,
So wait, you
take
didn't
it to
just
the
go up to
table.
it and go Fabio and just go lean up against it and go, "Poof, poof,
Not,
hey."
nah, nah, she had already left and went back to the table to study. So I walked over there and purchased the Mountain Dew,
Okay.
went to the table, sat down, set the Mountain Dew by her general hand location, and I was like, I'm gonna say something, maybe it'll jar her out of her book, maybe it'll get her attention. So I'm like, hey, I think I love you, you know. And she goes, nothing, dead silence, pays me no attention.
Eh.
She's still in the book, but she reaches while in the book here, reaches, grabs Mountain Dew, opens Mountain Dew, chugs Mountain Dew.
She
So
magically saw the Mountain Dew and went, you know what? Uh Fairy Mountain Dew God, thank you for the drink.
uh, well, she told me later that she thought that she had actually purchased the Mountain Dew at the vending machine and that it was the one she had purchased.
Match
But
her
she
head's
never
in the
actually,
cloud.
yeah, she never really purchased the Mountain Dew. So I didn't know that's what she thought. It pissed me off. I was like, wait, hold up a minute now. I just went and bought this chick a drink, tried to have a conversation with her. She blew me off and chugged the drink that I purchased. This is what's going through my mind at the time. So I was pissed. I got up and walked off, and I was like, I'm done with it.
That's great. Okay, so she was unaware of your attention. She was heads in the clouds in her book. I didn't ask this question though before. So, for the degree that Stealthy went for, did she get a degree, or was it a short time coming too?
She didn't finish it, and that was due to family matters that I won't get into. But she was taking the same courses in computers that I was taking.
Okay, so you could always just go, hey, let me teach you a few things. In a couple years from now, you can go, hey, honey, you're going back to college. Like my
And
Missy,
so,
she's going to college now.
well, the thing is
Please
about
don't.
Stealthy is she pretty much knows everything that I know. She just doesn't have a piece of paper that says she does.
I know that's the word problem with the world today nowadays. Like, oh, you have a paper to show you know how to do this? Wait. You have real life experience, personal experience. You've done it before in your own day to day life. You practiced it and learned it, and you actually put your knowledge to actual a physical form. But you know the paper? Oh, that's so sad. Next.
So point in case, I start working where I'm working now, and I come to a realization that a database would be a nice thing to track my inventory. But I do not have the time in the day to build this database. So I mentioned it to her one night, talked to her one night. I go to bed. When I wake up the next morning, there's a database built in Access to do everything I wanted it done because she sat there and built it while I slept.
It must be nice. It must be
So,
nice.
so it's not that she doesn't have the skills. It's just that you know how the world works. Without a piece of paper that says you know how to do it, apparently you don't.
Well, okay. This is my thing with when it comes to receiving and understanding knowledge and being able to uh to be able to put into a school like that. Okay. Now here's the way people think about it nowadays. Go to school, you learn something, you get a degree, you go out to the world, you just get a job. That's not how the world works. It never worked like that. The world works like you get your interest into something, you do it, you get firsthand experience, and then you put that firsthand experience inside of a book. Then it gets taught to other people that may that like, hey, I don't want to go through all the things you went through and all the hassle. Can you get me something I could, look upon myself in my own free time and learn and then get that knowledge too, and then be able to do what you do. So without having to test and test and test and test and test until I finally figure out what I've figured out to nowadays. It's like if I would write a book and about my knowledge, and then I go, hey, I like to sell my knowledge to a school so they can make classes out of it. That's just making it easier for the students. Why do they need that kind of stuff? I don't understand people's logic. You learn by first hand experience first, then it gets put in the book. Everybody learns that way. Problem is, some people they do learn a little bit better through reading. Good on them. I'm glad for you if you can read. I cannot. But me, you put the thing in front of me and just show me, I'm gonna learn it. There's guaranteed. You put it in front of me, let me get a hands on it. I'm gonna engulf that knowledge as long as I'm interested in it. If I'm not interested in it, I'm sorry. I'm a little la la land. Uh I just yeah, I don't understand people just had to they put such a high price behind it. Holy
Yeah,
Jesus.
yeah.
And like they're literally like in colleges. I've told this story before on my stream. I went to college for a couple years, or for 2 years or so. I want to see open the box at the end. I had no box. Anyways, so I had a English class, and it was an English class. Yeah, I think it was English class. Okay, so one semester I bought the books, and I had the books for my English class, and I did
But
not
that's
pass
not
it
the actual package.
for the first semester. Okay, so
Oh,
immediately I didn't do very good because English is not my really forte. So I went back to that class next semester, same class, same teacher, same book, just one semester away. I brought that book back to class. She got on to me because like that book's not the book you're supposed to be using this semester. I'm like, but it literally is the same book from last semester. Like, yeah, we had a revision. I'm like, okay, what's the difference between this book? I pulled up her book, and I could literally find every single but every page that was in her book in my book. And if it wasn't on the same page, flip one or two pages over, and I would still find that page just on a different number. They just took numbers of the pages and went. Sorry, I just hit my mic, but you really can't see what I'm saying. They just switched it. They just moved them around and went new
Yep.
revision. I'm like, that's bullshit. It's literally the same word to word. That page, let's say 52, there's on page 86. Just different
Yep.
page. You wanted to buy a
Yep.
whole brand new one?
Yep.
No. So I kept the book. I didn't use it. Like I just played it off like, oh yeah, I got the new book. Don't worry about it. And I just anytime she went, oh page such and such, I just flipped to the book till I found it. The orange, the orange box. I am not opening the orange box until Christmas, unless there's something else in there that I should be wary of. But otherwise, she's getting that surprise on Christmas.
Yeah.
Cause
There is something in that box for you.
shit. What? I didn't. She don't know. She don't know. Uh, no. Yes and no. I don't want to ruin the spoilers here, but I kind of do. Should I tell her what happened here? Should I just go ahead and just tell her?
I don't see why you can't. I mean, come on, man. You know you're gonna have a hard time not doing it. But I can see it on your face.
Yeah,
You're
but
like,
like
I
I could
want.
do it on Christmas.
I know. I know. I don't want to pressure you, but I think we're as excited as you are is why she's messaging you about it.
All right, go get the orange box.
He's gonna get the orange box.
Stripey facey. Polka dotty. Now get the orange box. Get the orange box. Yeah. Anyways, so I I I have a bone to pick with college. I really do. I have a deep hater bone for college. I I don't know about you if you're still paying for college. I was paying for college for long after. I have a bone. No, honey.
No,
She did, but I won a gleam contest with Stealthy, and I got something in here for you for that. Anyways,
so
so
yeah, no, I'm not paying for college anymore. That's I got lucky with my grandparents. The like I said, my grandfather stepped up to be my father when he died at the age of 12. So they pretty much, as long as I was willing to work on that farm when I wasn't studying or at the school,
yeah.
they took care of things for me.
Okay, so they did they like help you pay for your college, or was it just like a we'll help where we can?
No, no, no. I didn't. That nothing come out of my pocket for that.
Well, that's nice. My grandparents were not that nice to do that. Or,
Yeah, I
anybody,
mean,
no one saved up for my college degree. Of course, my family, I love y'all to death. Y'all know that for those who watch this video and watch the podcast. But none of them were really much very enthusiastic about my college choice of career. They were very much against it because they think it would be a lot of money out of it. Now look at the career nowadays. Game development. It's everybody wants to do it, and everybody's making $1,000 doing it. Also,
yeah. Well,
animation, which is still a pretty profitable thing. People still like cartoons and anime. I'm trying not to rip the
well,
string.
maybe I should explain a little better. I did have a few scholarships that I got that helped, and they took care of everything else.
Oh, I had one too, but that was mostly because of my reading disability. But that's not really something I can take a lot of pride in. I should have had an art degree, but my art teacher kind of fucked me. Okay, real quick. Back when I was in high school, everybody knew in my entire school that I was the artist of the school. I was known for it. Any art contest that I was in, I won first place. If I entered it outside of the grouping of people that were entering, like let's say I like, oh, I'm not in the art class, but can I still join? I always got honorable mention, so I always entered and I've always won. So I finally get my school year. I finally get to go join art. Let's see. You can rip the string. Just keep its from popping open. Gotcha. Okay, so I was very well known for my art skills, and I still take some relatively pride in my art skills. I'm not as good as I once was, or at least I don't think I am. And all my teachers all knew that I would probably go into an art career when I got older, and I was very much planning to do so. To do just that, go into an art career and go into cartoon animation or video game development, one of the two. And I went to art class, and my art teacher, it wasn't immediate per se, but she did start to not like me because students were coming up to me rather than her for art advice and opinions and ideas before they even go to the teacher. The teacher saw that and she knew that. And anytime the teacher said, "This art project, we're doing it," I would go with that art project and go beyond whatever she was saying. Like,
Yeah, yeah, that sounds like my music stuff when I was in school. My last music instructor was the exact same way. He got kind of pissed off because people would start coming to me asking me for advices on the arrangements and stuff instead of going to him because everybody knew I was like you are with art. I was like that with music.
mhm.
I entered everything. I won medals. I won trophies. I went to national competitions. I destroyed people like Washington High School, you know, and so it was always predetermined. Everybody thought that's where I was going to go, and that's what I was going to do. So I very much feel you in that whole. animosity growing in your teacher because people are going to you instead of them.
Yeah. And like I don't know, I don't know, but your kind of music, like for let's say for sake and argument, your teacher like, okay, I want you to do writing a script for a drum solo. Well, instead of just doing a drum solo, you did a drum solo, guitar solo, and some lyrics with it. You went further and beyond. But then but you really liked your favorite thing was guitar. And you didn't very much like going outside that thing, which after a while I did start to appreciate. I was big into black and white. I loved my pencils. I loved how I shaded. I loved how
Yeah.
my lines worked and I was very much like that was my niche. But she's like, no,
Yep.
you gotta color. You gotta color. I'm like, but I don't want to color. Like, unless the project says gotta color, I'm not coloring it. And she was not very
Right.
happy about that. And then later on, it's
Right.
like, you gotta sign all your artwork. I'm like, you know it's me. You know it's the best looking one here, if not the best looking here. And you saw me make it. You know it's me. If it sucks and I don't like it, I'm not signing it. I'm not. If it sucks, I'll put my name on it, but I'm not signing it. It's not like I'm taking personal pride in this garbage in
Right.
my piece of work here. I'm not gonna be no Da Vincio putting this in no art museum where people can make a lot of money off of it. I'm just like it's a classroom. You saw me make it. It's obviously me because I always put my own little flavor to it. And she did not like that. I mean,
Yeah.
holy shit. And then
Yep.
the years come around, we go into the school. They had this one other girl in class. No one knew very much of her art skills. And she was okay at it, right? But she was very much, by the books art girl. By the books. No initiative. But she was relatively known, but she was not an artist by my standard or anybody else's standard in that classroom. No one went to her for advice or thoughts or opinions or anything. She didn't win no awards. I did. She got the scholarship for art. And she was like, even everybody in my school turned around. I shit you not. I still vaguely remember it. When the art award came up, everybody was nudging me. Everybody was like, yeah, this is going to be you. Even some of my teachers. And then she's called the name, and everybody just turned around and looked at me like, what just happened? Even my
Yeah.
teach, even my teachers that was like, going, one day you're gonna be a great artist, were looking at me like, I don't know what to tell you. That shit's
Yeah.
fucked up.
Yeah, that's kind of similar to what happened to me. Like they had promised me a scholarship for music. And then we sat there the day that they were announcing scholarships and they gave my scholarship money to a football player.
Musical inclined football player.
I was pissed.
Musically
So,
inclined football player. He's a football player. He'll go to school and
yes.
probably bash his skull in, break his knee, and never go back ever again.
Yep. But they gave it to him.
Boy, howdy. And education system's not fucked up at all. So yeah, I have a big bone with school. Like, I'm very much one believe there's multiple ways of teaching. Like my idea of schools, right? The way the teaching art schools or teaching schools in general is just archaic. Okay, it is been proven time and time again. The methodology between putting students in rows rather than in a circle around the teacher has been proven as inefficient and incorrect, especially nowadays. And the what's that? Where like the exams or the final exams supposed to show like back in the day when it first came out during World War II or World War One. If you were like below C or something like that, they'll go, hey, you're not smart enough. Here's enlistment papers to go to war. Go have at it because you're not smart enough to go anywhere else in our life. So it was a way for them to weed out those who were not smart because they were not teaching correctly because they didn't realize some students just learn at a different speed or in a different manner. There's three different ways: visual, hearing, and physical. Like you gotta be able to adjust for each and every single student. But no, whether they do, they rather just two the things, visual and listening. Like that, they rather do those two lessons, but they forget the last one, physical. You have to physically show them. I was that student. You had to literally be right in front of me, in my hands, in front of my face, having me do it, and then physically show it, so it's becoming like a memory kind of game for me. I would remember
Right.
stuff rather than I would just know it. I would just remember it. It's like, how do I know it? I just remember it. How does it work? I don't know. I just remember seeing it so many times and doing it like this. It just comes out like that. And that's where I learned. You can't do that with English now, can you? How you supposed to physically see words? You can't. Um, don't laugh at me. I'm not gonna laugh at you there. So I was very upset with school. School was not a rememberable time. I got bullied. I got teachers were mess with me. We got teachers not liking me because I didn't follow follow their ideas of what an art student was. I had bad luck with the girls. I had, I had the full run around like I think most everybody does at one point, and I was very much still learning it myself. So um, we're gonna go a little over because we missed some things here. For those who are here, if you haven't hit that like and subscribe button already, please. For those who are watching the VOD of this stream podcast, please, if you do so kind, be so kind, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We're trying to get to 100 people. And at one of my videos, if you hit 50 like videos, I'm gonna do maybe you should video. So help that video grow a little bit and get that out there. Please share it to all your normal things here. Um, and of course, also, I don't know if my wife is currently in the background making a bunch of these. I showed this earlier when before I had to press the live button. I'm still confused about that. It's so dumb. She's making these amongst us little things. She's making it for one of her nieces that it's gonna be my gift to him. It's out of Fuzzy Socks nephew, sorry, and he loves Amongst Us, and apparently, like I don't know. Okay, I don't know if it's the company or people saying this, but apparently, people are saying the company won't be happy if you sell like stuff like this on Etsy, because like they're not getting no um value or money out of it. Even though like it's like this is such a basic character, but people still know what this is, but they're not selling plushies like this. So yeah, it's very soft, stealthy. I mean, it's super soft and as squishy as can be. It's very well done though. I don't understand. Okay, let me get your thoughts on this, Corvo. If I say make a product, let's say like the Pokemon products or that like a Pokemon inside of a Pokeball, we can see what's like their world inside the Pokeball. And I know you've never seen it before, but like a
Right.
terrarium, all right, and it's just like I'm taking the idea and I'm making the physical things. If you're not gonna make it, and then I go in the store and I sell it, and it's like a praising of your work, like, hey, I'm a fan of your stuff. That's why I make stuff from your things. Do you think that's right for them to do that? To sell stuff like, hey, technically the Pokemon's not mine, but I'm a fan of it, and I know a lot of other fans out there, and they would love to have something like this that I made and I'm selling it now. Like, do you think that's fair, or you think that money should
I
go to the company?
This is what I feel like. I feel like if you're such a big fan that you come up with something that you think people would love and it's based off of their stuff and you make it and they are so inclined that they feel like it treads on their feet, they should pay you for it. It wasn't your fault that they didn't come up with the idea off of their own product. You were trying to praise them for something you enjoyed they created. And if they want a part of it, let them buy in on it. But don't just beat down the fan audience because they decided, hey, I think this would be cool and everybody would like it.
Yeah, like if you want royalties, just ask for it, but you better ask it from there on, because they're not gonna be like, okay, well, I better keep this money on the side just in case Nintendo wants some royalties. Hell no. They'd be like bills, food, entertainment, their own. They're not gonna be like
Yep.
keeping every nick and penny and dime. You better be like, okay, from now on, you'll get a royalty. But you better make it worth my while. And if you really want to, I'll give you the whole entire plan and you could just make it your dang self and sell it
Yeah,
on the
just buy
store.
it. Just
Yeah,
buy it from me.
buy the idea. It's not like it's gonna be a lot of things. And I don't understand why something like this, it's a plushie made out of socks that she's putting it in by hand and she's stuffing it and she bought the material. She's doing it herself. I get like you're supposed to be putting forth a good notion to put back into the company. But like, what you gonna do? Contact them and go, "Hey, are you okay with me selling your plushies?" No. Okay. Are you okay buying the plushies? Yeah, at least the ideas from me? No. Are you okay with me making them and giving them to you so you can sell them and you buy them off of me? No. It's like at that point you're hurting the fandom. Like the fandom is gonna be wanting to experience something like this to their own and enjoy it.
Agreed.
And plushies are I don't know. Plushies to me, I'm not a huge fan of plushies. I love my figurines. Plushies are kind of like they take a lot of space. They take a lot of space. There's nobody know they're very big. They're very easy to get dirty and they're very big. Right. Yeah. And they take up a lot of room and storage or on shelves. So I'm not a big fan of plushies, but I like this for some reason. I think it's cute. I'm not a big fan of Amongst Us. Um, I don't know if you ever played Amongst Us or even heard of Amongst Us. Have you heard of Amongst Us?
No, I have not.
Okay, let me get the premise of this game. Okay, and here's my problem with it first. Okay, I do not believe video games make you bad. I don't think video games make you mad. I don't think video games make you violent. I don't think video games make you a lazy or a person that doesn't not contribute to society. That being said, this game is teaching a psychological thing that I think is bad. It can be very bad. I don't like it. I've been patient. Nope, a little longer. Anyways, so they're a game where you play with your friends, right? You're a group of different little guys like this, right? All different colors. And I really wish y'all could drive. I feel bad y'all stationary right now. I'll try to
We're
wrap this up.
okay.
Anyway, so let me know when y'all no longer want to be stationary. Anyway, so this game, you're a bunch of guys and you're in a space station or a certain place on the game because they have different maps, and you run around the map doing these chores that you gotta do in session while one of them is a bad guy. He looks just like you. He walks and moves and does things just like you. But all that he doesn't do is actually do some of the chores. He's looking at it perfect time to kill one of you. And now, when you are not a killer, you have a very limited space around your body that you can see. Very limited. But the killer can see everything at all times. So let's say I could be 20 yards away from one ally and another ally, and the killer comes walking by, kills that ally, and then keeps on walking. As long as you didn't see me or me being a killer walking past you and going killing your ally, you won't question who killed him. So the game is trying to figure out who is the killer. Who's the one that's killing everybody in the game? And the killer gets in at the very end of the game, or at like the last two or three actual players, not the killer. If no one guess who it is, the killer wins. If everybody guess who the killers are and ejects them out of the ship to their death, because you can kill them, but you got to vote. So here's the place I don't like it. You have to lie to your friends and learn how to lie and how to pick up on the people lying. That's a good thing though, but how to pick up on lying, but you need to learn how to lie and how to lie good and pretend you're not the killer. You got to learn how to trick your friends. You got to learn how to manipulate. You got to learn how to talk your way out of things. And also, at the same time, you need a little knowledge about the map and go, well, I was over at the bay doing the lights, or oh, I was over at the power plant doing this. No, I wasn't there. So you're learning to lie. And you got to get good at it so people never can catch you lying to them about killing your other friends. I think that's a bad trait. I don't
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
I think it's a pretty bad trait. Not like a gun in a video game. You can't feel the recoil of the gun. You can't feel the weight of the gun. You don't feel the bullets hit back. You don't feel putting the chamber back in. You're not feeling how to look down the sight. Truly, like yeah, you look down the sight, but like unless you're doing it in real life, there's a big difference from video game to real life holding that gun. So I don't like that. That doesn't equate to me. like World of Warcraft. You can say, "Hey, I'm really good at auction housing." Housing. That's a good trait you can learn into the real world. Auction housing, how to supply demand and how to increase rates of items and so on. But no one's gonna put a sword in your hand and teach you how to heroic leap over the map and cut someone in half with a sword. That don't happen in World of Warcraft. But it also teaches you to be social in that World of Warcraft. This game pretty much teach you how to fucking lie. I don't think that's a good trait. I'm very much
Nah.
against teaching, and kids love this game. Love it. And the kids are learning how to lie to their friends, and it's getting embedded in their brain. They're learning how to pick up on other people's, sometimes they lie. That's nice. But in other times they're also learning how to pick up on their friends, and they're trying to if they're catching like, oh, they're catching me lying a little bit here. I need to change up a little bit. How can I change up a little bit? They think on their feet to how to change their lies to their friends.
Yeah, I agree. That's not. Yeah, no.
It's one of those things that I think you can learn from video games, and if you're doing a lot, you're playing that game a lot, whether through text or through verbal, because like you get your you when you're playing a character, everybody's quiet. You go around, you do your things, but as soon as someone finds a dead body, someone makes a call for a calling. Everybody gets in the call, and they all discuss who they think the killer is, and the liar has to try to come up with an excuse or try to push the blame onto someone else going, no, 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 he's the killer. He's the killer. No, no, I was that over there. I'm innocent, man. Hey, like, man, don't be pushing this lie onto me. And like
Yeah,
that people think it's fun. Okay, whatever. I still think it's lie. I don't any form I don't think it's justified and right. So that's their whole thing about uh this game, and characters are very very simple. Like this game is super simple. It was a game apparently was out for a while, but no one was picking up on it, and then one day it picked up traction, and then all the big streamers started playing it, so it just blew up, and now it's growing everywhere. And if they don't make a plushie of this thing, I'm like, hey, free marketing in my opinion. Is there any
yeah.
games like okay, is there any games that you yourself have learned something from and then you took it to the real world?
Hmm. Uh. That's a good question.
Nothing?
Nah, I don't think so. Cause most of the stuff that I would apply from a game, I was applying before I ever started gaming.
Okay. About somebody say me, it was I definitely learned a little bit about the marketing for World of Warcraft, but also a little bit of leadership actually through World of Warcraft. I was in RTC for 4 years, but I didn't really know how to run a group and how to be very like, I was outspoken, but I didn't know how to very much equate my words to actually have a meaningful impact to a lot of people. So I very much learned how to talk to people a lot better. And actually, some video games have helped me out throughout the years to spell a little bit better. If not for the constant people like reminding me how bad I spell, but I eventually learned a little bit of words here and there through trial and error and a lot of practice. So eventually, in a while, all right, Selfie, I'll stop teasing you. I saw that little thing in the way. I don't know if she was trying to block the camera or what, but trying not to let oh my God, you really did fill this thing up to the freaking brim, didn't you? Oh my God, she's gonna get everywhere. God damn it. All right, okay, so, this is gonna be kind of hard. I don't want it all over my floor. Goodness gracious, where am I supposed to put all this packing at? God given woman. All right, so let me just go. Let me see if I can like nitpick the one section out here. Okay, got that one. I think that is. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is, and I don't
That's
know
that's that's the wifey's.
the wife. Okay, I see a wrap package. Ooh,
Yeah,
wrap package.
the wrap package is yours, sir.
Okay, so I'll just move this over here. This is kind of really like really hard. Oh God, they're just falling everywhere. Everybody does not see what I'm doing here because that's something I wanted to put this in and into our MP3. She packed this thing full of green packing material, which by the way, I know y'all don't very much enjoy UPS. I still enjoy it because they literally, I love them. I love them. They do this. They knocked on the door hard. Dogs barked. Immediately, we went to the door, grabbed the package, and he was like, he was like down the hall when my wife said thank you, and he was just watching, like, you're welcome. Like, he watched the package, make sure we received it. God dang it. Stealthy, I hear you laughing.
Yes, she is laughing and snickering and trying not to cry, watching you with the peanuts.
I'm just like a sand castle, just move it into position so I can just get at this other box. Oh god dang it. Come on, damn it! It's falling. It's okay. Oh, hey, Stealthy. If I ever want to make a clone of you, I can. I don't know if you can see that. You probably can't. I have a little bit of you here now.
A stealthy hair.
A stealthy hair. If I were to be a creep, I could smell this hair. Just. It smells so good. It smells like stealthy.
Oh, she got her almost in tears, brother. She's over here trying not.
It smells like stealthy.
It smells like stealthy.
All right. Okay.
Smell like me.
God, no! Damn it! My dog will eat one of these stuff. I'm not careful. I got the don't come on here. They're all sleeping. Never mind. They're good. Come on. Come on. Come on. Just go back inside, please.
I've been successful though.
Eh.
I got him to steal styrofoam peanuts.
She says she feels successful. You spilled some styrofoam peanuts.
Okay.
That one is yours, sir.
I'm gonna take a guess. I don't want to open just yet. I want to take a guess. I feel this flap on top. I feel this right here. A figurine. Am I on the money?
You're on the money.
Aha.
It is a figurine.
I'm good with that. I'm just. See, okay. I don't know about your family, there, Corvo or Stealthy. Well, never mind, Stealthy. Your were Joe was at one point, so Christmas for you was not existing. At least not for mine. Still, man, actually, like 3-4 hairs in here. Holy shit, I can make a wig.
There's nothing else, I swear.
So, no, you read the recipe. So, me and my brothers, we were bad. We were kind of bad. My mom knows this. If my parents had not hide the Christmas gifts very good, we would find them before Christmas, open them up very, very carefully. My brothers taught me this, how to open up the presents. Especially my mom caught on. And she figured how to like close them and tape them up a little bit better. But open them very, very carefully. And then open them up and see what's inside. Get excited, right? We saw what we were getting, and then tape it back up, oh so carefully, and then wait for Christmas. And when Christmas came about, right, we always put them back where we found them in the Christmas underneath the Christmas tree, so we stir up suspicion. And when we got the gifts out of the Christmas tree, we always opened it on the side that we already opened it on, and pretended like we were like surprised, like, oh. How you couldn't? You shouldn't have. This is great, Mom.
I tried that one time with my dad. You know what happened?
What?
He figured it out and swapped the gifts for a gift that was of equal size, mass, and description.
Yeah.
Just to fuck with me.
But we did that for like I did that probably for like I would say 4 or 5 years, maybe more. And eventually my mom caught on. She learned how to a couple tricks on how to wrap the paper in a way that the only way to get at it would be tearing it, or how to wrap it inside of something that would like, if you would fool with it, you would know. And also like how to stack it on the tree a little bit better, so we couldn't just get at the ones we wanted. Like there was a couple times we opened up a package thinking it was like, oh, we're gonna get this certain item. Open it up and it'd just be closed. And I'm like, great. Now I just wasted all this time, careful timing and patience and all that to open up a thing for clothes. And anybody knows me, I don't mind clothes. I wear them, of course, but clothes don't get me all like Yay! New t-shirt! Like, yay, new t-shirt. I have some of those already. I don't really get rid of clothes at all. Unless I like either A, lose a bunch of weight or gain a bunch of weight. I don't get rid of my shirts. I don't. Me buying my own t-shirts, by the way, if anybody want to buy those t-shirts, they're still available on Streamlabs or not Streamlabs, Stream Elements. Descriptions on my Twitch page. You want to go there. So yeah, that's the only time I bought t-shirts was with my own merchandise. And I probably when I do that other logo or other little thing on my t-shirt, I'll probably buy that one later on because it's my own merchandise and I like it, but it's not gonna be like anything like a figurine or a toy. I like those things. Like those toys, figurines, games, anime, that got my juices pumping. I love those times.
Yeah, on the back of your package too, if you look closely, there's a wax seal on yours too.
Aha! Wax seal looks a little. Look like it maybe got cracked a little bit. I don't know.
It may have. I double sealed hers front and back.
Yeah. There we go. Let's get y'all a look here. For those who are curious, let me show y'all what's got going on here. We got the Tree of Life, looks like right there. Is that the Tree of Life?
Yep, that's the Tree of Life.
Now, this is for my wife right here. I know what's inside of it. She don't know what's inside of it. And we got one back here. A little wrapping paper with the wax. Also, Tree of Life. Yeah, this one looks like it got damaged a little bit, but that might have been because of either the force pressure on for the strings. But still, the front one came out very well. And what is this, mistletoe? What is this like? What is?
No, that's off of a reef. A pine reef.
Okay, man, it's been a while since I've seen pine. All right, so we got that one, and then of course we got here. Merry Christmas for those again that are in the chat. Hope you have a happy New Year's. Be safe out there if you're traveling. As always, if you're going to visit a family, be precautious, be careful. Best way to ending this crisis and getting back to our normal life is to not put ourselves in risk when there is. If there's no risk, then by all means, have at it, have fun. But if anybody's feeling a little stuffy, a little nasally, a little sick, don't risk it. I'm sorry. Even if it's just a little bit of a cold, don't risk it. You shouldn't get a cold anyways. Cold is bad. And then we got the same thing here. We got the Tree of Life in the front. Nice little wax seal right there. I love the wax seals. Wax seals always just feel sexy. And a little Tree of Life back there. So tied in the bow on with this hemp string. This will be open up on Christmas. So I hope y'all will be there. If not, I'll do a personal call for you too. But packages are here. Or unless y'all want me to or unless y'all want to do one right now. Like, if so, which one?
You want him to do one right now?
It's up to him.
I tell you what.
Was happy.
How about you open the figurine, save the other one for your wife, because I know that's what you really want to do.
All right. Well,
I just want to see him open the orange box.
That was her enjoyment. Me getting suffered about opening the orange box. God. I'll open up both of them on Christmas because I want more stuff to open up on Christmas because really we don't got that much to open up on Christmas at all. And also
that's cool.
I am having a pizza stream on Christmas and then later on, well not later on. Forgot that's for my birthday. For my birthday, I'm gonna be doing a roast me birthday for bits stream to help me hopefully get my motherboard. Fingers crossed. I didn't get paid again this month. I don't know what happened. I somehow didn't make the money for that, so I gotta do that. So hopefully, and then of course, as always, for those who are here, I hope you enjoyed this video. Let's go and wrap this up. We are 25 minutes over, but that's close because I apparently messed up. I'll remember next time that I go live on YouTube with the schedule. I need to press the go live on my OBS and on YouTube. Kind of weird. It must be because I scheduled it. It has to be because I scheduled it. It makes no sense. Any other reason why, because before I didn't have to do that, and now I have to. So it's not a problem. It's just one extra thing I gotta do. Just got one more thing. Of course, leave a like up on this video. Please share it with your friends. Please share it. Please share this. Hit that like button. Leave a comment below what you thought about this podcast. And as always, hit that subscribe button help us grow to 100. We'd like to get to 100. Further and beyond that, that's truth be told. But I'm everywhere. I'm on Pinterest. I'm on Twitter. I'm on Instagram. I'm on Twitch. I'm on YouTube. You name it, I'm most likely there. And Corvo, if anybody's want to find him for any reason, he's on Twitter at Ninja Corvo. I need to go follow you. I've been sending you some stuff on your Twitter to at you, so maybe you want to enter some of those contests that I find. One reason you might want to follow me on Twitter is because I find contests all the time that you may not find. You might want to enter them. Go follow me. Trust me. It'll
Yep.
be worth it. And of course, I'll be going live here in a while after I go eat on my Twitch page at twitch.tv/grumpybear here in a little while, probably 10 to 15 minutes. I don't know. I'm not a very fast eater, but my wife thinks I am. And of course, for Stealthy over here with the deep dark, I can see a little bit of brown now. Actually, yeah, definitely a dark chocolate. Stealthy Jade, she's also on twitch.tv/Stealthy Elf Jade. She's been playing a lot of Pokemon Sword and Shield, Pokemon Let's Go, Zelda games. If you like that kind of stuff, very Nintendo oriented. If you're interested in that kind of stuff, be sure to go check her out. Go give her follow and go give her some love. And is there anything you want to shout out or anything otherwise before we end it here today?
No, I think you covered it pretty good, Grumpy. But hey, everybody, you have a safe and healthy holiday season. Make sure that everybody does what they need to do to come out of it healthy. Okay.
Yeah, let's not spread it more so we can all go back to normal lives. But everybody, you should know how I always end my stuff. Everybody have a good day. Everyone have a good night. Stealthy, Corvo, and as always, have a good life. Much love, y'all.